Hey my lovelies, it's your girl Tosh Renee, and I am back with another story time video. I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for watching my story time video. And if you're new here, hey girl, hey, please go ahead and subscribe, like, share, thumbs this video up, join the family, join the tribe, because we are here and we are queer, and I am that. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure you guys seen the title like always. I'm going to tell you guys how I met one of my exes, Sloth. Now, if you don't know about Sloth, I had mentioned her in 2 of my videos, which was my worst proposal ever, and also one of my worst date nights. So I'm gonna link which one the date night was, so you guys can go back to watch it if you want to. You should go back and watch it, okay? So yeah, this is the video, a story time about how I met Sloth, pretty much. Okay, so I met Sloth because I was like every dumb lesbians back in the day on Downey Link. And I should have known that it was a red flag, because on her Downey Link, she only had like 3 pictures. Like, you know, most people, you know, when they like themselves or they care about themselves, I feel like they have more than like 5 or 6 pictures. Not trying to say that she don't care about herself or she don't like herself, but I feel like most people, like, who are serious about dating, in my opinion, they have more pictures of themselves on their profile page. But she only had like 2 or 3 pictures on their profile page. And Downey Link, if don't nobody know, Downey Link is kind of like POF. It's the worst freaking date website ever, because you get catfish. It be old people on there pretending like they young. It be people on there that pretending like they gay, but they really got baby daddies and shit like that. It's just a lot of, I don't even know if that website's still up, to be honest with you. I hope it's not, but I don't think it's still up. But anyways, so yeah, this is the time that I had met Sloth. So one day I'm strolling on Downey Link and I come across Sloth's page. I think at the time I liked her hairstyle on there, so that would interest me to hitting her up. Like, I'm the type of person, like, it could be anything. It could be like your eyes, it could be your hairstyle, it could be your lips, it could be your outfit. Anything that I found attractive or, you know, caught my attention, I'll, like, you know, hit you up or whatever. So I'm not the type of person where I'm too big on looks. Like, I used to be. Okay, I used to love me a baby face back in the day, but then as older I wasn't really much keen on looks. It was more like how you treated me, like your personality type stuff. So yeah, so I met her on Downey Link and we started chit-chatting or whatever like that, and then she invited me to her job. Now, she worked at this outdoor job thing. I'm not gonna say what it is because whatever, but she worked at this outdoor job thing or whatever like that. And when I went up there, she no longer had the hairstyle that was on her pictures, and that should have been a red flag for me. First of all, it should have been a red flag for me because you invited me to your job, not taking me out on a date, not, you know, doing something adventurous or doing something outdoorsy or doing something indoor, stuff like that. You wanted me to come up to your job because you work overnight, and like a dummy I did. But I felt like at that time when I met her, I was real depressed, I was real sad and vulnerable, and it was just like I was looking for whoever wanted to give me attention, and she was the one who took the bait. Like, she the one who hit me up, she the one who talked to me. So I felt like at that moment I really didn't care who it was. Hell, it could be the devil himself. As long as he gave me some attention, baby, I was with it, to be honest with you. That's how bottom of the barrel low I was. So anyways, I went up there to her job or whatever like that, and we stood outside for a little while talking and chit-chatting and whatever like that. Like, I knew from that day that I was not really attracted to her. But, you know, as a woman, or in my opinion, I feel like sometimes we get in that state where it's just like we rather have somebody in the bed next to us than have nobody. Like, I did not like being alone. I did not like going home alone. I did not like living alone. I did not like doing anything alone. So I was willing. I was already in my head saying, like, I was going to accept whatever, I was going to do whatever, you know. I just did not want to be alone. Like, that's how crazy I was at that time. And plus, I was going through so much with battling depression, drug abuse. My mom died, so it was just like a lot of different things that was going on in my life, and I just always found like being with someone or having someone around was like a peace of mind. It's a peace of mind. But what I failed to realize, having someone around does help your mental, but the type of person that I had around wasn't helping my mental. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I needed someone positive, someone uplifting, not someone that was negative and tried to always put me down or tell me that I wasn't good enough. Like that's who Sloth was. Like Sloth was never an encourager. She was always someone who just took. But I'm jumping ahead. Let's get back to the story. So yeah, I went up there to her job, whatever like that. We was cool, and I'll say like a couple days later, I invited her over my house to watch a movie. So that was the red flag number one right there. So I let her come over to my house. We watched the movie. We cooked together or something like that, I think, or we ordered food. I can't remember. So that happened. I'll say literally not even a whole week. It probably was like 6 or 7 days of knowing her. Well, a week. 6 or 7 days of knowing her when she asked me, when she came up with this elaborate story about how she was living with a friend, and her friend was just like, oh, you gotta move out, Sloth, because I want my girlfriend to move in and we're gonna be a family. And I guess the girl she was living with had like 3 or 4 kids or whatever like that. So I never met the girl. It was too early in our relationship to even try to, early in our conversation for me to even try to meet the girl. So I wasn't even trying to meet the girl. So one day I'm at work and she had called me telling me about how she don't know where she gonna go. All her family live out of town. You know, she the only person out here in Houston. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she don't know what to do. She can't do this. She can't do that. You like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And being the kind-hearted person that I am, you guys, being the kind-hearted Capricorn that I am, I offer this whole place to stay. Wait, before, look, I offer her a place to stay, but I only offer her a place to stay because I was just trying to be nice. I never in a million years thought that she was actually going to be like, yeah, like, bitch, we only known each other for 7 days. I never in a million years thought she was going to be like, okay, yeah, like, I'll come stay with you. She didn't. She didn't care. So I was just like, yeah, you know, well, I feel where you're going from. Like, you know, I've lost everything before living with somebody, and so I was like feeling for her because I have lost my stuff before. I have been in situations with you know, family members, friends, whoever, that, you know what I'm saying, like I had to leave abruptly. So I totally empathize with her, and I sympathize with her because I've been in that situation. But never in a million years have I ever thought that she would just want to go live with a stranger. Like at this point, I was a stranger to her. So I basically told her, I was like, you know what, that's so messed up that you're going through that. I was just like, after you exhaust all options, exhaust all options, and then you had a couple more options to exhaust, I'm going to be at the bottom of all those, and you can come and stay with me. That's what I told her. After you exhaust all options, and you even exhaust the options that you already exhausted again, exhaust them again, that's me underneath there. Like this and this is me. This is me. Like I'm underneath the dirt. Like I'm past 6 feet under, baby. I'm like 24 feet. But nope. So one night I'm at home, right? I can't remember exactly what I was doing, but I was living by myself at this time. So one night I'm at home, right, and I'm just chilling, and all I heard was a, guess who that was? Sloth. Knocking at my door. Like, I don't know if she came to my house early, because when I opened up the door, she already had bags by my front door. Like, my thing is, like, I don't know. So I was just like, how did you get here? Because I already know she didn't have no car. And she was like, oh, my friend dropped you off. And I was just like, I'm looking at myself like, I'm looking at her like, damn, like, but how you got all your stuff up here already? She's like, oh, she helped me carry it up. Like, so you couldn't knock on the door first and then carry it up? First of all, you couldn't even call and ask me if the offer is still on the table. Like, that was a red flag for me. But like I said, I was vulnerable. So I couldn't tell her no. I mean, she had all her stuff at my front door. But being the bitch that I am today, that would have been like, you about to get the fuck away from my house now, because you crazy now. Because anybody in a right mind would call you first and be like, oh, okay, well, I exhaust all options. Is it still on the table for me to come over there with you? That's what it would have been. So yeah, so that happened. She just showed up at my door with all her shit. No phone call, no nothing. So I let her come in or whatever like that. And she enjoyed cooking. Like, she always said how she wanted to be a personal chef and all this other stuff. She just wanted to go to school for it. Bitch ain't never went to school for it. But I ain't trying to doubt her, because I didn't say I want to be a lot of things that I want to go to school for, and I have some college experience, but I ain't never just stayed in college that long, okay? So yeah, she was just like, oh, I'm just gonna stay here for 2 weeks, you know, I already got some stuff in the works, in the mix and stuff like that. 2 weeks turned into like 2 months, 2 months turned into like 6 months, 6 months turned into almost a year. But I was not trying to let it get to 6 months. Like, I was adamant about her needed to leave, because the whole time she was there, she couldn't pay no bills. Like, the bitch act like she was saving to move out, so you needed to hurry up and get out of my house. So I think she stayed with me for like 2 or 3 months. It wasn't no 6 months, but I was like, you need to hurry up and get out of my house, because you're not trying to pay half of shit. You're not trying to pay no light bill. All the bill that you paid was your $50 cell phone bill from Metro PCS. Like, you literally was not paying no bill, so you was not about to sit here and talk. I mean, you wasn't about to sit here and live with me and not pay no bills. And that's exactly what she thought she did. So yeah, so she used to come over there, and it was crazy, because when she lived with me, like, she would eat all the fucking food. Like, I'll buy groceries, $250 groceries. You know what I'm saying? She'll buy like a little bit of groceries, probably like $150 worth of groceries, and then the shit be gone by the week, because all she fucking did was eat and smoke weed. Eat and smoke weed. Like, that was all she ever did. But yeah, I'm so glad that that chapter of my life has ended. But don't you guys worry, because I have a lot more story time about Sloth, okay? I just want to come on here and tell you guys how I met Sloth, okay? But I have plenty more story times about our relationship, because we was together for a while, because like I said, I was really, really dumb. So yeah. This is my story time on how I met Sloth. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Stay tuned, because I have more stories to come. And also, I'm going to try to make, I'm going to try to organize my story time to where you guys would know who I'm talking about. But I'm just going to constantly use the name. So if it don't come out to be organized, then y'all know by the names, okay? Because I ain't even gonna lie, I'm probably not even gonna rack my brain up that much, because these bitches are irrelevant, but they are good to tell stories about, because give me some content for you guys. So yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for tuning into this one, and I hope y'all have a blessed day.